Hello, everybody. It has been 12 freaking years. Not really. I'm dramatic. It's been a while. All right. And I'm back with a story game of sorts. We are tasked with... Wow, my voice seems like it's really loud. Let's go ahead and fix that. All right, this should be considerably better. If I don't blast your eardrums out. We are tasked with slaying a princess. Now, whether or not we actually do that, I don't know. I guess we're going to get in here, start the story, and see where my heart takes us. I'm looking forward to it. It's got a nice creep factor. It really fits the aesthetic of the channel. So, yeah. Anyways, here's our content warning. This is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audiences. You can visit their website if you need a full list of content warnings. I will probably put it in the chat as well. So Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. Okay, that sucks. I have really bad motion sickness. Hopefully that does not affect me. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game preferences. Now we're gonna risk it. Okay, and then whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. Okay. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. Okay. This is a love story. I am excited. Oh, look at how sad she looks. What in the crap? Okay. So we are going to play a new game. Let's get going. I'm probably going to do this in parts, by the way. I think it's long. Ish.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Can I click anywhere?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm just supposed to like take this person at their word, the narrator. As if. Okay, so we have explore. And then it looks like we have a couple just actual answers. Okay. So the end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do it? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Felt. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. And then silently continue to the cabin or turn around and leave. Oh my gosh, we can just leave this situation? Okay, I think I'm gonna choose this, but I want to get some answers first. So I think we can ask all of these, or I don't know if we have to like pick specific ones. Just in case. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Yeah, let's ask them.
Talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
How is that a problem? We suck.
Put an end to her.
Yeah.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, I already do not trust the narrator. I don't trust the narrator because anytime you ask someone to give you a reason why and they can't do it, nope, not happening. I'm not killing the princess. I've decided. Okay, do you have any evidence to back
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I didn't even know about this journey. Okay, so we reached the end of that one, but it looks like we can ask the rest of these. I don't know that she's gonna end up killing or ending the world. I'm gonna turn around and leave. And if this is like a terrible like part of this, I'm so sorry. Like if it's super boring, we're gonna find out.
Seriously? You're
Yeah.
just going to turn around and leave?
I am, yep.
Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine. You're persistent. No. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin. No. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna choose this one. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends.
Whatever
It'll
then.
just be nothing forever.
Not my problem.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Voice of the hero. We have a new voice.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ooh.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's
Yep.
time, aren't you?
I'm not wasting.
Remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
No, it's fine. Okay, how do I want to respond here? I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Or good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. That is... Okay, that's a good one. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. That's also a really good one. And then quietly continue down the path. So, ooh, these are good. Do I want to be super dramatic? Or do I just want to be like, no, I'm not doing this? I'm going to be dramatic for flair.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone.
Yeah, I understand.
It's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine.
How do you know
Turn
it's
around,
best for me?
Trek back down the path you came.
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
It does seem that way, doesn't it? Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Okay. I mean, do we push this to its last dying breath? Yes.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I'm so sorry, everyone, for this choice that I'm about to make.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh, look.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Ooh.
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Music
But
is
as
creep.
you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Got a lot of cabins.
In every direction,
Wow.
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh, snap. You guys can't even see all the text. I'm doing a really good job at this coming back to video recording thing. Awesome. Doing awesome. Okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Here's the hero again. Yeah, I
Too
don't know.
stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
It's not about irritating you. Don't, like, I bet you think this song is about you. No, this is just about me not wanting to do a thing because I don't have enough evidence to know that the thing that I'm gonna do is the right thing to do. Okay?
You've doomed us all. You know that, right?
No, I
Of
don't
course
know
you
that.
do. Otherwise, you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Did everyone die? Yeah. Chapter 2, The Stranger. Okay. We've
You're on
escalated.
a path in the woods, and at the end
So
of that
everyone did
path
die.
is
We
a
started
cabin.
over?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Anyone else noticing that the narrator sounds different? Okay, so I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks, but I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Okay. So if she actually did end the world, okay, we obviously remember this. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna move over here, right? Yeah, that's the best spot. Okay, anyways. Good thing I've been reading them to you. If she actually ended the world, okay, like he said she was gonna do, we came back to do it all over again. So he's telling us that everything ends, like forever. There is no next time. But we can clearly see right now there is a next time. So we can already tell he's lying. We have proof now. I didn't trust him before, but now I have proof that he's a lying son of a bitch. Okay, anyways, continuing on. Do we want to just... He seems to not remember, maybe. Let's just head to the cabin. Let's just silently proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there,
Voice
maybe
of the
we should believe
contrarian.
her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
I mean, according to his name.
Let's keep an open mind.
Yeah, let's keep an open mind.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Okay, well, I see the dagger. Ooh, gosh, I love the animation. Okay, can I interact with more than one thing?
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yeah, I see it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
That is fair. You know, that's accurate.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
I don't really want to take the knife, and that's mainly because I watched the trailer for this and she stabs you to death. Sorry for the spoiler if you felt like playing this.
I've already
I don't
told
know
you
when, though. You might have to do a very specific
a
path.
princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Yeah, I would also like to know.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
For a horror game, there's quite a lot of humor. Granted, it is a dark humor, but it's humor nonetheless.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Am I just supposed to, like, grab the knife, or am I supposed to keep listening to these fools?
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Yes, I get it. Okay, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade into the basement. Okay, yeah, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What do you mean? There's a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah. Wipe it.
You reach
What
forward,
in the frick?
rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What is this? Am I not human? Okay. Okay.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Ooh. Okay. We are... I'm making an executive decision. We are not taking the knife.
The door to the basement creaks
Wow.
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
There's no way I would walk down these stairs.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh, she's talking.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
I did not enjoy that.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave.
I mean, I absolutely want to go down there, but...
This feels like a trap.
Ooh,
Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
probably, yeah.
We don't even have a weapon.
Whatever.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, or take the soft stairs to the right. This is weird. Let's take the soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Okay, this is good.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in.
Wow, look at it, yeah.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Okay, this is getting uncomfortable.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole,
my
to wrest
gosh.
control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
There was a message in there
Slowly
for
lose
sure.
sense of yourself the further you go.
What is even happening right now?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
What?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
Well, we can see she's chained, but it looks like only on one side. This chain's broken. She's got a free hand.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
She didn't sound normal earlier, though. You know? Should we just be honest with her? Oh, we can... Okay, hold on. I want to ask her this. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Okay.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Okay.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before?
Oh no.
Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done.
Saw something we weren't supposed to see. Okay, we have a pattern. Multiple cabins, multiple princesses. Okay, so fracturing. Let's remember that.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
This guy's trying to hide.
Too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Something. In this one up top, she looks sad compared to this one. I don't know if that makes any difference.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Okay. There's more of you now. What's your name? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. You're apparently a threat to the world. I'm getting you out of here. We can try and free her. We can leave her in the basement. We can retrieve... Can we... Wait. Before we couldn't retrieve the blade. Now we can? Okay.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
Yeah, she is depressing. Okay, so I want to try to get her out of here. But it looks like it's highlighting multiple, so I don't know if I can.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
What? I find the blade suddenly in my hands? I left it on purpose. And all at once you use it to strike at her. Binding as you remain upstairs. Oh, bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. This was not planned. I was trying to free her, but it selected all of them at once.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this
is creepy.
We can't.
What is this sound?
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Yeah.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all.
There is blood on my dagger in my hand. I have a first off, I have a dagger in my little hand here, and there's blood on it. Creative.
Falls apart?
Oh, hey. There's the dagger. Oh, we don't have it in our hand anymore. Can I take it out?
I think he's gone.
No.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
The narrator's gone?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere.
How do we...
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe she's supposed to merge into one. Because maybe things aren't supposed to be fractured. What is happening? The illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with a mirror?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. And I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. Explore. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror, approach the mirror. I want to... Hold on. The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
No.
I mean...
Don't do that.
I mean, you have to. It's the only option. Approach it.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before. Ignore him.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh my gosh, all of the voices are gone. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Okay. Proceed to the cabin. So we're not human. I don't think the princess is human either. We're at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
A lot of questions. Okay. So what are you? The gift of the fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what set me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know the worlds beyond this place? Are you princess? And do we know each other? Destroy your body. You can destroy our body? So something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Okay, so the body is not hers.
These ones are a contradiction.
Or she doesn't need a
winding
body.
kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm not a person. I don't feel like I'm a person. Solitary lights. What do you mean? What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. relax.
Okay.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
So she said, I think you're like me, and she just said that she doesn't need a body. She got a body so she could experience like life or whatever. So I'm really curious about this destroy your body thing. Do I want to ask anything else though? Yeah, let's
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
that's
You are the only thing I have ever known.
huh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I know only that they are.
Okay.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it
Yeah,
matter
I didn't
where
think I
one thing
cared.
begins and
I don't know
another
why I
ends?
asked. You're right. You're right. You're right. I want to know. I want to do this. I'm going to do it. Raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space, your body should be where your body should be. You feel nothing at all. Oh. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay, well, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay. Creature of perception. She can make you forget only if you believe her to be able to.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is like a loop thing, and we just got to keep doing it over and over and over until she gets all the perspective she needs. Okay. And we somehow fit into this, right? Like, okay. So aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this to me and I was sent to slay the princess? Okay, make me forget. Okay, so, gosh, I thought... And it. Okay, so how much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Okay. All right, let's just do it. I don't think I need to... I don't think I need to know that. I mean, I think I'll figure it out.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Oh. Why am I laughing? That's supposed to be sad, right? It's supposed to be like messed up. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. Okay, a spiral vessel bring the stranger to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Yeah, we legit started over. Okay, so have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? And now I'm starting to think maybe that is the case. Like, she seems like really confused or something, like not whole.
While I appreciate the mental exercise we are, nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you
Okay.
decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that,
I asked
let me suggest
one
a more pragmatic
question.
lens through which to view this situation.
One. Okay, what?
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
The world has ended multiple times now while she's been in the cabin.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin
Yet you're arguing.
everything.
I'm not saying
Unless,
nothing.
Of course, you do your job and slay her.
Whatever, man.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only
Yes.
furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I guess when you just do what he says, everything stays normal
The
looking.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
You take the blade from the table.
Oh man, it's in my
It'd be
hand.
rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Pretty sure letting her go would also give the same outcome. You know, she would get out of the cabin.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Ooh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Certainly
Don't let
sounds like it.
fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Let's just continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
Look
the
at,
princess.
yeah, look at her face
There's a
right
heavy
now.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Looks angry.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Wow. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nah. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Can we talk
Don't you dare.
while I hold the blade?
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Ooh, okay. I don't want to drop it. I feel like she's gonna get it somehow. I don't want to hold on to it either. The struggle. Okay. I'm just not ready to kill her yet. I'm gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands
not ready.
and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a
Against
mistake.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. All right.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I don't care about that.
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. I don't know. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Yeah.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best
I don't
interests
believe
at
you.
heart.
I don't
Hopefully
believe you.
sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Okay. I'm going to try to free her again. She didn't split apart into a million pieces this time. So, examine the chains.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, so, and if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I'm going to ask her.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
No.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
No,
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Dude, the way she said it,
You
though.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Uh-oh.
Is someone else here?
Uh-oh. Let's go back down.
You make your way back.
The door's
to
clearly
bottom of the
locked.
stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I've had enough of you, man.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Okay, so it wasn't her?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do.
She might kill me. But tell you what, she'll get some perspective, won't she? So
Against your better judgment,
Jesus,
place
not
the blade
what
against
I
the
was
princess's
expecting.
arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
OMG.
You cut into her flesh.
Oh, she's fine with it.
The blade is sharp, and you
Ah.
make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm
Wow.
through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
How did you cut through the bone?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
This is awesome. Okay, first off, I really thought she was going to kill me, but this is going in a great direction. Okay. There's nowhere safe for me to put my camera, so I guess this is the best spot. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes
Oh,
are too
we're
high.
we're
You can't just let her escape into the world.
I am going to do that.
I just can't let her escape into the world.
Excuse?
As the princess
No.
approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
Watch me.
No, the narrator needs to get the hell out of here. Oh my god. Wait. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Oh, snap. She's gonna kill us. You know, we deserve it though, because like clearly we're not in control of our body. And that's just not good for anyone. It's not. Just let me go. End me.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Yeah, go ahead. I
And
understand.
she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Why the throat?
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
This is your fault, narrator. Shh, I was going to be able to leave with her. You got me killed.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It would have been. Jerk. Rude. Okay, chapter 2, The Prisoner. Let's do this.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Here we go again. Okay. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. Why is your trick? Yeah, let's just...
By tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Wrong. False.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
What's the
I
skeptic?
wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
So I guess depending on our responses, we get different voices. So, okay.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Listen, I'm going to free her. Okay? It's happening. Okay, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Okay, do we listen to the voices? this time. They didn't want us to tell him. They don't want us to tell him. I don't even believe him anyway, so I don't think having this conversation even matters. So let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
The voice of the skeptic reminds me of my brother.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior
Ooh.
of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
So I'm wondering, because we saw like all these things were fractured, right? So I'm wondering if we are going to each fractured piece.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I mean, we'll take the blade. We will. I kind of want to approach the mirror, but we already did that, right? It's a new cabin.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
Yeah.
It's a...
What are you talking about? This is...
You reach forward and...
Yeah.
But there was
Okay,
a
same
mirror.
stuff.
Now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should... You take the blade from... Good idea.
Yeah.
Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
All right. Into the basement. Ooh, look at that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the
Oh
stairs
my
and lock
gosh.
eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Sit with her. Slay the princess. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
I do still have the knife, so.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon.
Yeah.
Might as well put her at ease.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall, who's it for? What would you have me do? Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave here actually and then slay the princess. Do we want to have that talk? I don't know.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I can inspect the shack. Okay, hold on.
I wouldn't do that.
Shut
if I
up.
were you.
Shut up.
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Yeah, maybe.
So what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
That's bigger than a wrist.
I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth?
I mean,
He isn't.
whatever. Perspective, right?
I am.
Inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling.
It
from
looks
the
smaller
floor.
now, I guess.
The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
Yeah, look at her over there.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see her
As
over
you
there.
hoist the
There you
shackle,
go.
its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Woo, woo. It was meant for the neck, so it was a little bigger than the wrist. What do you know? What do you know? And obviously it was meant for us,
And,
right?
as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Yeah, it seems like it. Prison of the mind. Become your own
Yes.
jailer. Oh, look at that. New perspective. New perspective.
So it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yeah, it's a bit funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
You just chill.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Will you, though?
That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain.
Exactly.
It's clearly important.
Exactly. Me and the skeptic, we get it. We get it. Okay, so we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me? Wait in silence.
No.
Okay. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
At least you're not alone now. You got company. Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
All right.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
Just go to sleep.
But there isn't.
Just go to sleep.
Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does.
Stop. Stop it. Give us some answers,
But
man.
your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Yeah.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Okay. Hey, have you... Okay. She doesn't like small talk. Is this small talk?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Still rude.
Oh, look it. There we go.
Continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Oh.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Oh.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. She did it again. There's the mirror. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Ooh. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right.
I mean, it is, but
Part of
it's
me
going to
wants the
start
truth that
again.
Something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Yeah, it's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. I'll trust you.
Yes.
Feels too good to be true.
I know, skeptic. I know. Gaze into your reflection. Well, silence as we reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Am I seeing more? We've grown. We're bigger. That's interesting. The Long Quiet is what this place is called. Okay. And we can only, it seems we can only get to this place when we look in the mirror at ourselves, when we look at our own reflection. Look at her now. Okay, so we're at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yeah, you got some more perspective. Okay.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe
Once we get to the end of this, you know, I could probably move this down here, honestly. Once we get to the end of this one, I'll probably stop the recording. I might not be done for the night. I don't know yet. But I'll at least take a break. So, do we have any more questions? Okay, are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? And then when I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you. You have been kind. Why? Okay. What do you want me to bring you next time? Any thoughts on this vessel? Yeah.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Okay. There's a lot of questions this time. So I just want to know if there's anything that's going to be pertinent to me understanding the story. I'll say this.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Okay. Interesting.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I can let her just pick anything. There's nothing specific that she wants. Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay. And you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Okay, the guarded vessel bringing the prisoner to her. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Here's what I think is happening, okay, before we stop this recording. I think that this princess, whatever she is fractured into a bunch of pieces, right? Okay, and we're going in and we're trying to free this princess, and by doing so, we're giving back like her missing pieces to make her whole again. This is a love story though, so like we're involved. Our character is somehow involved in this. We belong together. I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. It is so very interesting. So interesting. But we're going to stop it here. And don't worry, we will be back very quickly with a part 2. Thank you for watching. Until next time.